My deepest fear is not that I'm inadequate. My deepest fear is that I am powerful beyond measure. It is my light and not my darkness that most frightens me. I ask myself, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who am I not to be? I am a child of God. My playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around me. We were all meant to shine as children do. I was born to make manifest the glory of God that is within me. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as I let my own light shine, I unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As I am liberated from my own fear, my presence automatically liberates others. Whew, man, my heart is beating. I didn't memorize those words for this video. I repeat those words. I internalize those words. I personalize it, as you can hear. You know, over the ages, there's been this battle of light and dark. You know, the many mythological stories and characters that have emerged from this battle of light and darkness. You know, you would have a situation where there's pure darkness and people would have all these mythological characters that come out at night, that come out in the dark. You know, generally evil characters. And you would look to the sun as a source of life, the source of illumination. We would praise the sun, you know, because it brought light to the world. Now, how interesting is that? So interesting to a point that growing up, many of us, me included, I grew up and I was not comfortable. Stuff it. I was scared of the dark. I was scared of the dark. I didn't want the lights to go on before I would sleep because, hey, there's a boogeyman under the bed, right? There's a monster that is willing to creep up, that wants to creep up and, you know, catch me in my sleep. There's all these funny characters in the dark that were out to get me. And we were afraid of the dark. I was afraid of the dark. But as I grew up, and here I am, a grown-ass man, afraid of the light. How many of us are now afraid of the light? And now, if you look at the definitions, light quite simply is a source of illumination. Dark or darkness is just the absence of light, the absence of a source of illumination. You know, I covered my identity crisis last week, and if you haven't checked out that video, please go out and check that out, man. It could impact you. But ultimately, I've internalized the words from Marianne Williamson because it reminds me that every time I stutter, am I afraid of my light? Am I afraid of illuminating others? Am I afraid of unconsciously impacting people? And that fear creeps in because over time, as Martin Luther King said, you cannot drive out darkness with darkness. Only light can do that. I've used darkness to drive out darkness. Those moments where I feel depressed, not happy, I feel like, oh my God, what am I doing with my life? What is my purpose? You know, there's always a whisper in there like, hey, you enjoy baking. But then you question it. Can't make money doing that. I'm an investment banker. Hey man, you enjoy knitting, crocheting, whatever it is. We doubt that light. We doubt it. So we try to drive out darkness with darkness. And in my life, driving out darkness with darkness was, or is at times still, distracting myself through TV, procrastinating, doubting myself, having a piss up with friends, going out for drinks. Do any of those illuminate me at that point in time? Depending on what I'm doing, 9 times out of 10, no. I'm just using this dark energy to drive out the darkness that I'm feeling in my life, a form of distraction. And I'm recording this video quite simply to say, what is that darkness in your life? Darkness is purely the absence of illumination, the absence of light. What's that whisper in your life that is, hey, hang on, that's my light. That's what ignites me. That's what makes me feel light. You know, when you're doing what you love, you're just light-footed, right? And it's so interesting that that's another definition for the word light, the opposite of heavy. Are you genuinely afraid of the light or the dark? Because I could swear on my journey that I'm walking now, I know if I'm hesitating, 9 times out of 10, I'm afraid to shine my light. It's not the darkness. The monsters have gone. I know I can turn off the switch. All I need to do is turn on the light. And that's so interesting. When you walk into a room, what's the first thing you tend to do? A dark room. Flip the switch. You just flip the switch. You want to see things that are there, but you just want to have an awareness of them. And that's what the light does. It draws you to a sense of awareness around you. What is your light? Your words are incredibly powerful. Illuminate them. Use them wisely. Cheers.